Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about top 10 songs of the week 2021. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. What purpose do songs have these days? We aren't even cramming into clubs and gigs, hopefully, and plenty of us don't even commute. But, like a well-executed beat drop on a night out, good songs excel in every atmosphere, with anyone or no one, and several have proved their power to shake us out of the growing monotony of our day-to-day during the pandemic. The same can be said of the best music of 2021 so far, especially in standout tracks. They've all provided moments of escape, meditation, and pure joy. Maybe we'll get to hear these songs live with others by the end of the year, but in the meantime, they've done a fantastic job of soundtracking community walks and Friday night Twitter scrolls. Number 10, Pick Up Your Feelings, Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan is known for composing scorching songs about falling in and out of love, as well as singing them with far more ferocity than what is written on the paper. Many of those songs is autobiographical, drawn from her own personal events and traumas, but the lives of those around us are also the best source material for songwriting. Sullivan's brilliant first album In Far Too Long, Hotels, marries her talent for storytelling with the stories of the women she loves, whether it's a peer like Ari Lennox waxing nostalgic about some dude who digmatized her, or a close friend grappling with self-worth. That said, no one knows who or what real-life experience influenced Pick Up Your Feelings, but whatever is the focus of this album, your time is up. She lasts 3 minutes and 7 seconds eviscerating a guy who should have known better, switching from falsetto to the darkest reaches of her ledger. Number 9, Oversharers Anonymous, Wild Pink. You're a fucking baby but your pain is legitimate too, which is all the more potent coming from Wild Pink's soft-spoken boss, John Ross, should have won it a spot on this list based on one lyric. You're a fucking baby, but your pain is real too. Although it would have left out the rest of this jewel from the New York band's A Billion Little Lights heartland rock opus. Ross is a meticulous narrator, and nowhere on the album is this more evident than on the road ride in Oversharers Anonymous. He ruminates on everything from corporate ad copy to the echoes of American colonial history in the album. Number 8, Skin, Sabrina Carpenter. According to the plot, any love triangle must have a protagonist, and while the third person out could logically be the one who has been trifling rather than the two who are only along for the ride, where is the fun in logic? So our villain is famously the blonde lady in the off-camera saga of the trio at the heart of the Disney Channel gift that is High School Musical, the series. Sabrina Carpenter is doing everything she can to get her name out there. The Girl Meets World actress may not have Olivia Rodrigo's list or Taylor Swift bump, or Joshua Bassett's raw potential, but she's been doing this music thing professionally longer than those two co-stars, and her entrance into their trio of gossip tracks, Skin, is the breath of fresh air and insight the others are missing. Perhaps you weren't serious. Maybe blonde was the only rhyme is almost as straightforward as Carpenter gets in answering the subtext and addressing Rodrigo directly, but careful examination of Carpenter's lyrics and delivery shows a song more concerned with the world's damaging legacy of young people being forced to villainize one another than with the optics of Disney Channel dating. Number 7, Wilder Days, Morgan Wade. Morgan Wade has said in interviews that her accent was mocked when she was younger. Hearing some of the songs on her debut album, Reckless, particularly the standout single, Wilder Days, it's difficult to believe. On the record, Wade combines her commanding, rugged rasp with a straightforwardly massive pop melody. If we don't get another Miley Cyrus country album too soon, Wade might be the next best thing. Wade isn't just a country artist, either. Wilder Days is a hybrid of country, Americana, and rock, due in part to Sadler Varden of the 400 Unit, who also recorded Reckless. It's even more remarkable that the couple scored a hit with Wilder Days, their first collaboration. The song's confident sexuality won't help it at country radio, but it doesn't make the chorus any less suitable for late-night road trips with the windows down. Number 6, Up, Cardi B. More has changed as Cardi B transitions from a rap novice with everything to prove to a highly decorated singer with several titles to protect, not to mention her honor, if her Twitter correspondence is any indication, including her budget is larger, the WAP video was an embarrassment in riches, and her audience is larger, which would normally result in the kind of balancing act between satisfying everybody and pleasing no one that most artists suck at. Cardi has become more Teflon by taking her time with her second album. Up is the kind of solo follow-up to a mega success that caused widespread moral outrage, because you realize that all forms of dialogue are only a part of the work, so let 'em chat. Her delivery is more tense, her insults are more venomous, and her arrogance is both believable and infectious. I wouldn't want to get in the way of Cardi B this year, or any other year. Number 5, Rainforest, No Name. Despite the fact that some of her supporters and followers have dubbed her an expert on progressive politics, No Name has been able to point out that she, too, is still studying. The Chicago rapper sorts on her feelings in real time on Rainforest, a track from her upcoming album Factory Baby. How you make reasons for billionaires, you broke on the bus, she asks in the hook. Instead of simply responding to her questions, No Name explains what she does know, resulting in a stunningly strong second verse that draws the dots between anything from anti-black police brutality to environmental destruction. It all happens over one of No Name's most groovy beats, leaving you to dance, while thinking about lines like, "You ain't seen death, I can hear the blood on the moon." Number 4, Be Sweet, Japanese Breakfast. Michelle Zana's second album as Japanese Breakfast, an ethereal dream pop odyssey, was aptly titled Soft Sounds from Another Planet. But, based on the contagious lead single Be Nice, Zana's follow-up, Jubilee, could have an even better title. The funky guitars and buoyant chorus make it the easiest Japanese breakfast music to dance to, but it's also deceptively complex, particularly in moments like the perfect lockstep of the pre-chorus. It's a lyrical departure for Zana. "I am really happy to welcome emotion after writing 2 albums, and a book on grief," she told Pitchfork. Zana has honed her ability to look internally. See also her forthcoming novel, Crying in H Mart, and in Be Nice, she pushes herself even more. Number 3, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak have perfected their musicianship and showmanship to the point that it makes sense for them to create a duo that could comfortably pass for a supergroup. Silk Sonic is an act aesthetically frozen in the time of Motown, but with cues drawn from current decade rap, courtesy of the Two and a Murderer's Row of session players, courtesy of band Paak's The Free Nationals. Or at least that's how Leave the Door Open begins, a distant cousin to Mars' previous Versace on the Floor, that borrows more from the Isley Brothers than Boyz II Men, twin concepts divided only by age. Mars has always been a human karaoke machine, having begun his career as a child in Elvis Presley drag. Paak wears a lot of hats as well, but his references aren't quite as clear. Neither approach to artistic curiosity is incorrect. They're almost difficult to outshine creatively when they're working together. Number 2, Control, Mannequin Pussy. Mannequin Pussy is at his most jarring in Control. In a single minute, the song transforms from a whispery rock ballad to a pummeling punk track. Few things are more thrilling than seeing lead singer Missy howl the final line of an otherwise fragile chorus. Control keeps the Philly band on track for 2019's Patience, which polished the band's sound and perfected its hooks to excellent results, so it's no wonder the band has been performing the song live since shortly after Patience's release. It also deals with some of the same themes as Patience, such as asserting one's own agency and freedom. It's only fitting, then, that it shows the band in complete command of its own abilities, wielding them to electrifying effect. Number 1, Shelter Song, Ice Age. Every Ice Age album sounds like the biggest the Danish art punks have ever released. So, what to do with 2018's Beyondless, a jumbled orchestral masterpiece? The best response is Shelter Song, the third single from the band's forthcoming 5th album, Seek Shelter, an arena-sized epic of survival with a quiet to boot. It's that undeniable in person, as cheesy as it looks on paper. Elias Bender Arnenfelt, the singer, leads the long, twisting march to the chorus, where everything comes together. The instruments get straighter, and Arnenfelt's voices become louder. It's a beautiful moment of Oasis-style uplift, "Come lie beside me." Arnenfelt sings, "They kick you when you're standing, they knock you down." The lines beg to be repeated by an audience in some sweaty, cheap beer baptism. What do you think about this video? Which of the following top 10 songs of the week 2021 you find most interesting? Do let us know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again. Be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.